Hey guys, just want to do something different for a change. I'm thinking about doing one of these every once in a while. We're just going to call it What's Going On. I wanted to give you a little look around my working area and show you some of the other things I'm doing besides wood turning stuff. You might be interested, you might not. But anyhow, we'll take a look around the shop. I have changed a few things, upgraded a few things, and just show you how I have my station set up. Let me take this off of here. Flip this around. So this is the, let me get this light turned off. This is the lathe area. You've all seen this if you've been following me. That's the new wall I put in. I like it. It just looks better than staring at cinder block. Finished putting in the floor here. Got this stuff from Depot. I'll back up a little bit. You can see how much of a space I got done. This stuff really helps whenever you're standing out here for hours on end. So I also picked this one of these up here. I got this at Depot too. Just saw it when I walked in the door, and I tell you what, doesn't look quite as nice as that, but this is pretty spongy and nice. I wouldn't. The only thing I don't like about it is, you know, it's going to get filled up with dust and sawdust and crap. But hell, pick it up, shake it out, and you're good to go. Got my space heater here. I'm going to turn this down. So, be leaving the garage here. Over here, got my Ryobi collection. Real happy with this. I just bought a new second charger and picked up 2 batteries. I forget how much I paid for it. You pay up a little bit. I don't know, 150 bucks, something like that. But you can't beat these tools. I love them. Check out that monster down there. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but it's been sitting there for a little while. Air compressor here. Keep things clean. I have a portable vacuum. That thing comes in real handy too. I got that at Lowe's when they were carrying Porter cable. They recently switched to Craftsman, but really like that. Here, this is going to be another serving tray, plate, however you want to put it. Working on a new, we'll see how this goes, a reusable form. So far it's going okay, but I don't know why. I cut this pretty well, but I'm seeing some gaps. So I don't know how sealed it's going to be, but I'm planning on putting probably silicone around the edges anyhow. So going to be giving that a whirl, see how it goes. Over here, planing station. Got the planer recently, still playing with that. Over here I got my sanding and chopping station. And this table over here, well, I keep all my oils right here. Just have some cardboard down there. This is my mess area. If I'm going to make a mess, I bring it over here. This will be next coming up project. Going to be a bowl. We'll be turning that. Some miscellaneous hunks of stuff that I got. Never know what those are going to turn into. Pretty much my material shelf. No rhyme or reason to it. I know it may look a little bit like a mess, but it's kind of organized chaos for me. I mean, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. I always know where everything is. I know my bits are going to be there. I know my chuck's going to be up here. My micro pads. You know, you just know it's going to be there. Yeah, it's not organized, but oh well. Let's take a walk. We'll take a walk into the other areas. I'll turn this off and come back. The converted laundry room. You know, one thing about your washer and dryer, this is where I usually do all my casting, and it's the levelest place in the house. If you think about it, it makes sense. I know it's level, it's going to come out level. But recently I started getting molds, resin molds, and kind of been my side thing. These are pretty cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'm thinking about taking some of the walnut I got and making a box, maybe put that on the top of the box. But I've been watching a bunch of videos on this and painting these with mica powder afterwards. I casted these dual color, but I'm going to go over them with mica powder, and it really makes stuff pop. But as usual, whenever I get into something new, you know, once I started working with these molds, I'm like, well, I want to make my own molds. So here's a project over here. I'm halfway through this. This is going to be what they call a single cast mold. So it'll be 2 pieces. You just separate it. Whenever you cast in it, you just put gum bands around it. But that's what you do with other ones too, that you have to cut down the side. I started with a smaller project here. I do want that one, but this is my main project. So I got to get more silicone, and I figure I'd start on something small and then go up to something larger. I want to cast this guy. He's going to look really cool in resin. He's hollow, but he's going to be solid whenever I do mine. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm really just testing with colors and shades, and so whenever I got extra resin, I'm throwing them in these molds here. Going to do this guy here. Here's some of the other molds I got. Some elk, deer. Here's the mold for the. I like these because it's a 3D mold instead of just having a 2D mold. And as you can see here, this one here. That's a single solid color. And after I look at it, I was like, you know what? I bet you I could start coloring these. So I'd mix up 3-4 colors, and you can see with this one here, he's colorized. So it was fairly simple to do. It's just tedious. Lighting's not right. I should have brought my light back in here, but you get the gist of it. He's that's pretty cool. I wish I had this in a larger mold, because I would have put something like that on top of the clock I recently made. I don't think I posted that video yet, but I probably will. It's just kind of a side project, no turning, no nothing like that. But here's the silicone. It's just like working with resin. You got your part A and your part B. This was the second casting that I did. Now this will be it's not a single or a 2-part mold. It's a single mold, and I'll have to cut down the sides, spread this out, and then get your mold out of there. And then you have a hole here. That's where the resin will go in, and I'll have to put another hole in here. I forget what they call that, but that's so the air, it has an escape area, so that whenever you're filling this area up, you just wait till your second hole starts showing resin in it, and you know you're full, and you just have to trim that off. But that's going to be one of these Infinity Gauntlet, and I've been I was going to try turning one of these in an egg, and then I thought, you know what, let's cast that, because I think it's going to look way better instead of this metallic. I'll probably do a gold, use gold mica powder on it, but I just think it's going to look way cooler casted in resin, and then I'll just do the painting for the Infinity Gems. But this is where I don't usually have all this stuff out here, but over the last week I kind of took a little break and focused on this a little bit. So I'll update you on that. I really haven't videotaped much of anything to do with the molds, the silicone molds yet, but I'm just starting at it, so I figured I'd wait till I got a little bit. We'll see how it goes. Let's just put it that way. Over in here, here's where I got most of my mica supplies and alcohol inks, glitters, that kind of crap. Silicone mold release, just a little bit of everything. Here's my big mess area. I really have no reason to try to keep this area clean. It just makes no sense to me, and I just kind of leave it as it is. But here's my weigh scale. If I'm doing resin by weight, not volume, that kind of thing. All my mica powders. There's a little bit of everything over there. I got a cup full of acorns drying out. I'm going to do something with those. Got a bottle full of sand. Don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I do have an idea. Anyhow, here's my editing station. 17-inch Dell. Extra monitor. Speakers and mics. And Adams Family. Anyhow, that's my little tour of my area. I hope you maybe enjoyed that. I don't know. But we're calling these segments What's Going On. So basically, that's what's going on. And I'll be turning something this afternoon. So I'll have something out shortly this week. So I'll see you on the next project.